we back? Are we back? I hope we're back. Doesn't look like any of my sub counts are working, but you know what? I'll take it. If it means we're live, I'll take it. Hello, Kenny. Okay. All right. Yeah, my things at the bottom aren't working. I'm not entirely sure why, but I will accept what we have here. Did I lose everybody? Hopefully, Lady Danny. Hopefully, we reset the router. I restarted the computer, so I think we're good now. My stream labels aren't working there at the bottom, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna roll with it. Okay. Yeah, husband was just telling me he thinks we're having some issues, so he's gonna look into it tomorrow to see if we can fix it. So hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. So we're just gonna, yeah. All right. Okay. Did we lose everybody? Is everybody gone? I know I've got Kenny and Lady Danny. Arion, yay! Marsha, yay! Okay, everybody's here. Oh, goodness. I've never had it completely just like poop out on me. I found you and I left a comment on your post. There you go. Yay, Pat! Okay, people are still here. Back. Okay, awesome. Yeah, for some reason my sub counts and all of that stuff aren't working right now, but I'm gonna take what I can get, and in fact, we can just turn these off right now since they're not showing anyway. There we go. We're just gonna turn that off for now. There we go. We are back. Okay. I'll wait till everybody gets back in here because I was gonna chat about something, but hopefully this won't be an issue anymore. But we've restarted everything, so it should work. Okay. Anyway, so let's dive in before we have too many more hiccups. Oh, that's right. I was mid-sharpen on a pencil when that happened. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Give everybody, hopefully, looks like we got 9 viewers now. Oh, I lost everybody. But thank you for staying, everyone. Thank you. Oh, well, technical difficulties, they're bound to happen. Considering I've been doing this, like, what, a little over a month, and this is the first completely just stream drop we've had. That's not too bad. Hopefully everybody's just going to check their Facebook, and then they'll, you know, come back and realize, oh, she's back. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Kitty. Thank you, Joe Beth. Thank you. Okay. All right, well, let's just get some coloring done while we can, shall we? I think we shall. Looks like Sharon was headed off to make lunch. All right, let's get some hair done, okay? Get her hairs did. So I'm gonna use cocoa right now, okay? Let's see, let's start at the top. Aw, thanks, Pat. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna lay out, if it's gonna be like listed as 2 videos or 1. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix it all after stream. For a second there, I was afraid I was gonna have to call the whole thing, and I kind of felt really bad about that, considering I had to reschedule from morning time anyway, and then technical difficulties would cause it to drop like that. But now that we've reset everything, hopefully, you know, knock on wood, that won't be as much of an issue. This is cocoa, but it's definitely got a little bit of like reddishness to it. Which I suppose is good because we were running kind of a red-brown. But it's less like a warm red and more like a cool red. If that's a thing. You're usually knock on your husband's yet? Yeah, I tapped on my head and then on the desk. We got 11 viewers in here. Hopefully they'll trickle back in here once they realize. But I appreciate each and every one of you 11, so thank you. Although I got a brief glance on Facebook and I noticed I had a ton of notifications from that tree. Donna, hello! We're back! We reset the router, restarted the computer, and crossed our fingers. Oh, you couldn't come back? Interesting. Oh, there you go, Pat. There you go. Did it open up in a brand new window, Donna, or did you just have to refresh? Finally got back in. Oh, looks like everybody was having trouble getting back in. Okay. Was it that you had to go to a brand new window, Kimberly, or were you just having a hard time refreshing? You went on a ride to the Twilight Zone? Oh no, what happened, everyone? See, like I said, this is the first time my stream is completely just like dropped out, so this is all like brand new territory for me. Usually there's like maybe a little bit of buffering, you know, a drop frame or two, but never just a complete poop. I refreshed and then there was no live. Oh no! Hi, Meredith! Yeah, it's never just completely pooped. Yes, new window would only last a few minutes, no chat and stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so glad you came back. YouTube is plain rude, I know, right? Well, we just got a new modem, but it dropped for my husband too. So we've been having internet issues lately. We don't have the best provider, but it's the only provider available for where we're at, which is kind of a pain. So my husband's gonna call him tomorrow and see if there's anything that can be done or if there's anything wrong. We had one time that there was like down the line, there was like a wire loose or something. And when it stormed real hard, like it messed up the wire and like made it even more loose. And so first live chat and I was booted. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm so sorry. It was having issues. I blame my internet, but we're here and we're back. And I'm glad you're here, Jessica. I'm so glad you're here. Well, hopefully everybody will pop out and they'll see kind of how you did and they'll be able to get back in here. But for those of you that are coming in that weren't here for all of the hiccup, we are using Crayola color pencils today and we are coloring a page from Laura Rafferty's Circle Portraits. I call her my Drew Barrymore-esque one. Are you usually live at this time, Emily? So, Lady Danny, my regular schedule is exclamation point schedule. There we go. Well, let's see if this is going to work since I did it. There we go. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, the schedule is Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., Friday, 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So today was an unforeseen circumstance because both of my kids were sick today, which means they were both home from school, which means I could not stream in the morning because I usually just stream while they're in school if I do it during the daytime. And since they were both home today, I was not able to stream, which is why we did it tonight. So generally, if I can't stream in the morning, then I'll stream at night. And I swear it is usually much more reliable than this. This is literally the first time it's ever just completely pooped out. So yeah, usually it's Monday and Wednesday in the morning, 9 to 11, and then Friday at 8:30. So, but like I said, it's been a little off this week. It's like I made the announcement that we were going to have this new schedule, and then and then we had Memorial Day, or was it? No, it was Labor Day, and the kids were off for school for that. And then another time they were sick again. They've already been sick twice this year. Gotta love these new school germs. But Anyway, so I've been trying to keep it straight, but it's just been a little wonky. See, now I'm all paranoid. If I don't see chat moving, I'm like checking over on YouTube to make sure it's still running. I'm all paranoid. Love Laura's book. I've done a number of pictures in there and still a couple more work in progress I'm working on. Yeah, this was one of the, so I got her book a few weeks ago. And so this was the first one that I started doing in there, and I wanted to do it with Crayolas because she's so good with them. And so yeah, it worked out well. Right now we're using Cocoa. There we go. Marcia! Hello, Marcia! Yeah, everybody was having a hard time coming over. For some reason, it just kind of switched everything out. I mean, we're live again, but that was definitely a bit of a hiccup. If anybody has access to that other chat, again, I'm not quite sure how it'll work. You can let everybody over there know that we're in a new window here. Because I assume that's probably where Kimmy is at as well. So it's nice because she's drawn sort of shadows in here. So I wonder if I can pull up the other stream on YouTube here. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up YouTube on my phone and see if I can pop in that other chat real quick. Let's see, it's got me live there. What does it say for my videos? Oh my goodness, look at that. That is absolutely crazy. Look at how many streams there were. Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to fix that. Can't have that many on there. I'll like save the main chunk and then save this second chunk with it. Oh well. Oh well. Mia! Hello, Mia! All right, well, hopefully everyone will kind of catch on. I could still see the chat, but had to refresh. Okay. Okay, well, hopefully everybody will refresh eventually and I'll get in here. I left a message in the last one. Thank you, Kenny. I couldn't pull it up on my phone. I got 2 different alcohol markers Michael brands of set I found at Walmart and tested them out in a coloring page and loving it, layering, blending. Oh, awesome, Kimberly. Awesome. Very awesome. Well, I'm sorry for all those hiccups, everyone. Mia, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Mia, can you do me a favor and message Kimmy and just let her know that, you know, on Instagram or however it is that is easiest to communicate with her, and just let her know that we're live again. They just have to open up a new one. Definitely got some house cleaning to do after this because I literally, it says I've got like 5 different ones. Hello, Brittany! Well, hopefully we can talk to our internet provider tomorrow and make this not an issue because, you know, it's got a good computer, good modem. There should be no reason. If the internet's getting kind of choked out, then that's on the internet company. Hello, Abby. Hello, Tamara. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You did? She's tired? Oh, okay. Sounds good, Mia. Well, let her know I'm sorry. It was such a hiccup. There we go. She might be back? Okay. I just finished part 4 of the Inky Flower you drew last week. Oh, awesome, Tamara. Awesome. Yeah, it is. And she's kind of a morning person, too. Yay, I'm here again. Hello, Sarah. Are you using firm pressure or light pressure? So I use a little bit firmer pressure at the base where I'm going to do something darker. But for the most part, I'm using lighter pressure because I'm planning on... Crayolas don't blend as well as I'd like. And because I am planning on adding in a few more colors, I like to make sure that the end of it is light so that it can blend in easier. If you're pressing real hard, then you're going to get some harsh lines and it won't blend as well, especially when you're using something like Crayola that isn't necessarily as creamy as like Prismacolors are. I am, Tamara. Yeah, I'm using just the 100 pencil set. Okay, now I want to use, let's use, I almost just want to use it just because of the name. The name of this, let's see if it'll focus. You can see because of the light. But the name of it is Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Yeah, do you by any chance have the Crayola Escapes? Curious if there's any difference between the Crayola... Oh, I have no idea. I've never even heard of the Crayola Escapes, if I'm perfectly honest. I just know of the standard Crayola pencils. Oh, this is definitely coming out more pink than auburn, isn't it? Okay, we'll only use a little bit of this. Oh, that is kind of pink, isn't it? That's really pink. I don't know if I want to use pink. Let's get a more red one. Truth be told, I haven't swatched these yet either. So let's do this one instead. Fuzzy Wuzzy is a little pink. Aw, thanks, Abby. There we go. All right, we want to get some actual red there. They're supposed to be a smoother and also blendable pencil. They only come in a 72 set. Interesting. I'll have to check them out. See, that's pretty bright also, but it is a bit more red than the other one. And this is just the red orange. I'm only going to add a little bit of this. Let's see. Oh, hello, Sheila. My husband who works with AT&T said if you use them, they are a problem. I'm just doing a little bit of this. I started with 12 Crayola pencils 3 years ago. Oh, and look where you're at now, Donna. They're different. The Escapes, I believe, are more pigmented and smoother. I have the blend and shade in the other side. They're not too bad. Definitely different from regulars. Oh, for sure. Sounds good, Kenny. Hello, Beth. Welcome. For everybody coming in, we are coloring a page from Laura Rafferty's Circle Portraits, and we are just using Crayola color pencils. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. That's a tad better. Just adding a little bit of this red-orange here. Refuse to pay the price for Holbeins. I get that. Hello, Patrick. Welcome, welcome. If I missed anybody, I apologize. I think that the next pencils on my list, only just because I've been seeing so many pictures and I would love to try them out. I mean, I have a 24 set, but I think that deep down, I would love to try. I'm going to use a little cocoa on the edge here. I would love to get a full set of Faber-Castells, the Polychromos, at some point. At some point, I think that it would be fun. I'm looking to purchase Black Widow pencils. Are they any good? I've heard a lot of good things about them. I don't have them myself, so I can't speak from experience, but from what I've heard, a lot of people are pleased with them. Let's see, I have several high-end brands now. I'm so blessed. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Donna. Polychromos are like the one set that I don't have, and I got the 24 set, but just not the larger one. So maybe for Christmas. I can't bring myself to just get them for no reason, especially since like that. And I want to keep an eye out for sales, because like right now on Amazon, it's maybe like $5 cheaper. It's maybe like $5 cheaper on like Dick Blick or Jerry's Artorama or something. But basically the price for the full set of Polychromos right now is like $160, $165, something like that. So I can't really justify just getting that. You know what I mean? You have a tin of Polychromos, you love them. Oh, awesome, Sharon. See, there's supposed to be a full set of Black Widows coming. Oh, that'll be fun. I rent a $7.10 a month. Better things to do with their money is I have a brand I want to try another book so I'm working polys, and after those are teases. There you go, Tamara. I absolutely love my favorite Castell as my arthritic hand don't hurt so bad in the color. Oh, there you go. A lot of artists only use polychromos. Yeah, and that's kind of why, like, I don't know, I was always pretty satisfied with my Prismacolors, and then one year, it was like birthday or Christmas, I was gifted the Caran d'Ache, which I love, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. I just don't use them as often because I don't want to blow through them because they are such an expensive pencil. I like save it specifically for certain pages. But the polychromos are the ones that I haven't got the full set of yet. So like I said, down the line, but use Prismacolor. There you go. I was able to get a set of 110 off Amazon with a dented tin. Oh, very nice. 110's great. The whole lot cost me an arm and a leg, but I love them, right? Right? Yeah, but it's definitely one I want to try at some point. Like, 'cause I think I got a 12 pack at one point, and then I was gifted the 24 set from Johanna, actually. I think just down the line, just one of those things like, oh, that'd be nice to get someday. I think I'll get that full set, but definitely not high on the priority. Well, her hair is coming out a lot more red than I anticipated. So the coloring on this screen is off a little bit, so don't take that into account. You can see the coloring a little bit better on this little camera. I need to adjust the coloring for here, so it looks much more pink than it should be. Yes, exactly. Since I've been able to buy high-end pencils, my hand couldn't. Right? Exactly. I'm also not a fan of Prismas, but I do have my most favorite pencil, Durant Color Sauce 72 set, but I found those brand new on sale for less than $40, so I grabbed them. That's awesome. The Black Widows are supposed to be 120. That'll be cool. That'd be awesome, Lady Danny. Yeah, I've got... These are them right here. Can't remember if I took them out of the case or not. And then I have a few, like, extras that I got for a particular project. So I had some singles. But, like, these are all the ones that come in the 24 set. Maybe I should do a page one of these days with just... the ones that I have, like, because like I said, I have a few singles that I got. Like, I didn't feel like the 24 set, it doesn't really have any purple, so I had gotten some purple, so maybe I should do a page with just the small set of Faber-Castells I have one of these days. Okay, let's see, let's use tan. Okay, we're gonna use tan. See, it doesn't really have a pencil number, so it's just tan. I'm gonna go over that red a little bit just to tone down the brightness. See, now her hair is coming out more blonde. For anyone interested, Coloring Book Cafe has a new release out, Country Autumn, on Amazon for $3.99. Oh, that's awesome. So unfamiliar with these colors. Like, I probably should have swatched them beforehand, but it'll work. It'll work. She may end up coming out more like a strawberry blonde by the end of this. I'm kind of just taking that tan over everything to sort of tone down the red and kind of bring it all together a little bit. I can buy Black Widow tins on Australian Amazon for $27. Oh, nice. Really tempting? Oh, I get that. I totally get that. Well, Laura said that she was drawing a page for the Victorian Colorathon. I'm really curious to see what it's going to end up being. And for those of you who don't know, we're coloring Laura's page today. Definitely gonna mess with the white balance a little bit for this one. A little bit later so I can try and get this coloring more correct. It's funny because I've never really noticed it with any of the other drawings I've done. It's just for some reason the camera doesn't agree with these Crayolas. Well, and apparently YouTube didn't tonight either. Aw, thanks, Kenny. Yeah, see, I feel like this is giving a little bit more of an accurate color representation. Let's see. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. A little bit more of a accurate color representation. We can bring it around like that. Slightly. Maybe it's just my lighting. It's gotta be just my lighting. Aw, thanks, Sharon. That's a little bit better. It's a tad better. Just a tad, though. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's take our, what is this? Antique brass. I'm gonna kind of go over all of this a little bit. So we were definitely going for more of an auburn and less of a strawberry blonde. So we're gonna go over this with the antique brass bit. Maybe try and darken this up a tad. The red and the kind of lighter is still coming through, but let's make it be less bright, I think. See, I'm all afraid to eat a cookie now because every time I took a bite of a cookie, the internet went down. So it's like the internet's way of telling me you shouldn't have cookies. Probably shouldn't have made them in the first place, and you're probably going to regret them tomorrow. Aw, thanks, Donna. There's bushfires? That's too bad. In Australia, that can't be good. It's pretty hot down there. Although I guess it's not as hot right now because it's kind of your fall time, winter time, spring. I know it's not super hot there right now. But I only know that because I watch How to Dad on Instagram because he's hilarious. And I totally get it because I have a parrot as well. But he lives in New Zealand, and so, you know, I know it's close by, so your seasons are kind of similar. Aw, thanks, Kimberly. All right, now we're gonna use, I think, Almond. We heard on the local news tonight that Kansas had 3 more earthquakes about 100 miles from us. Small ones. We think it's from a lot of fracking. Interesting. All right, so this is Almond. We're gonna kind of just go over everything now. With the Almond. Definitely came out a lot more red, so I want to grab, let's see, which that was the antique brass. Let's grab the light brown, actually. Thank you, Donna. In the south hemisphere, we're ending the winter. That's what it was, yeah. We're using light brown now, by the way. these colors are working together. It's really just coming out. She's going to end up more of a redhead than she is auburn. Oh well. Spring starts next 23rd. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Well, I'm glad you guys suggested this. This is actually turning out to be a lot of fun. The hair is beautiful even if the white balance is sleepy. Thank you, Shannon. All kinds of hiccups tonight. Oh well, at least we're here. We're coloring. We're hanging out. I'll make notes of these things to adjust for next time too, so it doesn't become an issue. Thanks, Mia. Oh, out of the hospital. Oh, well, at least you're all better. Yeah, sorry you were in the hospital. You see some beautiful blooming trees in Surfer's Paradise. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, we mostly just have heat now. Although we did have a day the other day where it was just a slight chill in the air, where you know that fall is just teasing you, and it's just like, oh, it's not over 100 degrees. It's fall. Winter's coming. Like 97 degrees? I'll take it. There we go. Exactly, right? The best part of hospital is when you get to go home. We're still getting frosts? Oh, I wish we were getting frosts here, man. All right, I'm gonna grab brown here. We're gonna go over these darker bits again. Definitely lots of little light layers with Crayolas, to be sure. Go. Hi, Coloring Clean Queen. Welcome. Not Coloring Clean. Coloring Queen. Some countries begin spring on September 1st, others on the equinox, which is the 23rd. Ah, okay, okay. Well, Coloring Queen, we are coloring a page from Laura Rafferty's Circle Portraits. This lovely little lady here. Who definitely ended up a lot more of a redhead. Thank you, Coloring Queen. Going. Okay. Let's see. When do you do the Victorian pick? Is a tutorial or just a color along? It's just going to be a color along, Tamara. I am planning on coloring. Grab that book. Where did I put it? Hang on. of your grown kids are redheads, so there you go. Matching hair and nails tonight. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Ha! I love it. Tomorrow, we are going to be coloring this page here. This Victorian lady here. And this is in Hannah Carlson's Spirit Animals. So that's what we are going to be coloring. And if anybody doesn't know what she is talking about, she is referring to the Victorian Colorathon, which is going to be September 20th through the 22nd. And we got loads of colorists that are participating. I'm going to be doing the 20th, September 20th, Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. And then on Saturday, I will be doing 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. So that'll be fun. Dyed your hair red again? Oh, fun. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh, let's zoom on out. There you go. Yeah, I don't know why the white bounces off. Now I gotta think of a good color for her shirt. Yeah, that came out way more auburn. This is what happens when you A, don't swatch your colors, and B, are not familiar with the colors. So I'm thinking since she came out so kind of redhead, that maybe we should do kind of like a teal slash kind of, you know, blue-green shirt on her. So let's take a look at the back of the box. I know it's not super accurate, but it may give us a better idea. So let's grab teal. Okay, let's grab teal. Let's see here. Teal is going to be at the end here. Let's see, oh, that's yellow green. That's not what we want. All right, let's see. Shirt. That's okay, Tamara. I got what you were saying. No worries. All right, let's see. What is the name of this color? Oh, Tropical Rainforest. That's what it is. Okay. Well, Tropical Rainforest could be good to have out. All right, let's take a look. See if we can find teal here. Ah! Dropping the pencil. Green blue, that's close to where teal's at, so teal must be here. There we go, there's teal. Let's see, let's grab pine green. Oh, that's just green. We got green too. What's this one? There you go, there's pine green. And then I want kind of a light one too. Arctic lime would be good. Is this it? Nope, that's palm leaf. They're kind of in order. Palm leaf could work though. Arctic lime. I think that's gonna be higher. Well, you know what? Let's do palm leaf. I'm looking at the tips of these pencils and I'm feeling like palm leaf is gonna be a better friend to us. What the? Oh, thanks, Donna. Yeah, it came out more red than auburn, but you know what? It works. Although I realized we didn't really do her eyebrows, did we? Let's do her eyebrows real quick. Let's give her a little bit of color at least. I'm using just brown here. Give her a little bit of color to her eyebrows at least. There we go. I think everybody here has got a pretty good sense of humor. All right, let's go ahead and sharpen these up. Using Donna's handy dandy pencil sharpener. I know, right? She really does. Last one. Like, I know they come pre-sharpened, but I like to have a tip. Oh, Marcia, we are just using Crayolas. Just your standard Crayolas. I know that you can get, I think, like there's 120 or 130, but we just have the 100 set. This is what they happen to have at Walmart. And I was like, you know what? Let's have some fun with these. So yeah, we are just using standard Crayolas. Okay, so we're gonna use pine green first. And we're gonna add pine green. You can see where Laura kind of added this shading here. So that is what we're gonna follow on here. Oh, the sharpener, the sharpener. It is this one right here. It is the Doll 130, whoop, and drop the pencil. Let's focus on this real quick. There you go. It is the Doll 133 kind of hand crank sharpener. This image looks like a girl I used to know. I wonder if it's like one of those faces where it just like, it always looks like somebody you knew. Like we're all seeing, you know, like Drew Barrymore, but like somebody else could see something else, you know? That sounds good, Anne. Although, you know, I'm looking at her and I want to take this brown and I feel like this needs to be a little bit darker. So before I move on to the shirt, I want to fix that. That needs to be a tad darker. There we go. Just a tad, and then we're going to grab our peach here. And then I'll stop fiddling with her, I promise. There we go. Okay, I'll leave it alone now. There we go. I used to color and watch, but now I have to color at my kitchen table because the computer's in the other room and I have no room to color on this desk. Ah, there you go. There you go. Okay. Question. Last time I ate the cookies, the internet cut out. But they're sitting here and they look really good. So you can see the color's even off on the cookies. Like this little camera has better lighting on the cookies. I don't know why that is. The question is, do I chance taking a bite of cookie and that it might wreck the internet? Because I feel like the two are correlated. Eating cookies, internet. Not sure if it's worth the risk. Sharon says, eat the cookies. We don't mind. They're just sitting there. They're taunting me. They're taunting me. All right. We're going to test it. Okay? See, there you go. You can see right there. And this is why this camera doesn't work for up close, because it can't really focus when you get up close. But took a bite. Fingers crossed. All right. All right, we're still here. Okay. All right, so we got pine green here. And we're gonna go ahead, because I feel like this is gonna be our darkest color. Oh no, Sharon, no! Eat it. If it falls, we wait. There you go. There you go. My own fault for putting a plate of cookies in front of me. I did make those, Marsha. Yeah. I was really craving cookies, so I was like, all right, I got an hour and a half before stream starts. Can I get it done? And I pulled the last batch of cookies out at 8:15. So it's actually, I used to alter the recipe a little bit. Oh, there's a bunch of them in the kitchen, Donna. There's a ton of them. But I used to alter this recipe a little bit where I'd put an extra egg and extra flour and they'd come out really cakey cookies. But I've kind of switched it back. It's actually just like the Toll House recipe on the back. But there's different things that you can do for it. One, I whip my butter before I add any of the sugar. I completely whip it so that it's like super fluffy. Then I add in the sugar and I cream all of that together. And then, of course, you know, I add, you know, the vanilla. And then you add your eggs one at a time. In a separate container, you've got your flour, your baking soda, and your salt. And then I actually add a little bit of cinnamon to my cookies because it's pretty much the same recipe when you're making oatmeal chocolate chip, and I really like the cinnamon in it. So I add a little bit of the cinnamon to the cookies, and then you add the flour mixture, you know, a little bit of time, and then mix it all up, and then you hand stir in all of the chocolate chips. So it's just your standard recipe on the back of the Toll House cookie thing, but I tweak it a little bit, and I spend a little bit more time mixing the butter and that kind of stuff. And it really does make a difference. I feel like it makes them kind of fluffier, you know? Or I'm just a crazy lady who's way too particular about the butter in her cookies. Oh, thanks, Anna. We call them biscuits, but either way they look delicious. That's right, that's right. UK calls them biscuits. Which is funny because, like, here, when I think of biscuits, I think of something I make to go with, you know, like biscuits and gravy, or, you know, chicken or something, you know? But I get that much because I always watch Cookie Monster, right? I always watch Great British Baking Show. I actually have. Hold up, hold up. Ta-da! It's the only time I've ever wanted to eat my coloring page. Exactly, coloring queen, exactly. Like, because I don't always remember to soften my butter, so it's like I pop it in the, depending on how much butter I'm using, I'll pop it in the microwave for just a little bit. Yeah, here in the US, they're big and fluffy, doughy biscuits, not flat and crunchy. Yeah, they're definitely, yeah, this one's, like, these are fresh out of the oven, so they're a little bit crispier on the outside. But the idea is, yeah, it's kind of big and fluffy. I don't like the ones that flatten a lot. A lot of times that just means that your butter melted too much. Yeah, so I'll pop it in the microwave and I'll let it soften in there a little bit, but then I whip it by itself so that I'm not having little chunks of butter in my cookies. Like Mrs. Fields cookies? Yeah, Mrs. Fields are a little bit flatter. I mean, there's nothing more fresh than like a homemade cookie, but let's see what it is. Let's see if I can remember the recipe for these cookies. So it's 2.5 cups of flour. It is 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that in a container, set it aside. And then it is 2 sticks of butter, 3/4 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. You cream all that together. So, you know, you whip the butter first, and then you cream the sugar in with the butter. Then it's a teaspoon of vanilla, and then I sprinkle in some cinnamon. I never measure that out, but truth be told, it's probably maybe 1/4 teaspoon. Not much more than that, otherwise it'll get too cinnamony. But mostly I just sprinkle. Might even be 1/8 teaspoon. It's really not much. Oh, I'm sorry, coloring queen. But yeah, so there's vanilla, and then there's 2 eggs. You do one at a time. Then you mix all that together, and then once you have all of your wet ingredients together, then you add in your flour mixture, which should be the flour, the teaspoon of baking soda, the teaspoon of salt, and then you sprinkle that in a little bit of time, mix it all up together. Then once you have it thoroughly mixed, and I'll use a mixer because it's just easier and quicker. Then I add my chocolate chips, and I put the whole bag of chocolate chips, and then I just mix it up with a spoon until it's thoroughly mixed up, and then I just bake it at 375, and the time depends on where your elevation's at. I bake these for about 11-ish minutes. Resist and ugh. I know, right? And then I just laid out a recipe for you there too, so I'm being even more mean now. Cookie time! There you go. Maybe we should make that a man. ! Cookie, and then it puts the recipe in chat. But the chocolate chip cookies are one of the few recipes that I have memorized. I mean, I have a lot of stuff memorized, and a lot of times, like when I'm just making stuff at home, I don't always follow a recipe. Truth be told, though, I don't cook as much now as I used to, mostly because my son is going through a really, really picky phase right now, and he just will not eat anything, and so it gets exhausting when you go through the effort making this big old meal. And of course, my husband appreciates it and everything. Only to have him immediately turn his nose up at it once it sits in front of him, and it's just like, you know what? All he wants is chicken nuggets, then why should I go to that effort? You know, just give him chicken nuggets and call it a day, you know? I have chocolate cupcakes in the fridge that I made for David. He's bad at counting too. There you go. Oh, and Abby, if I missed you, I apologize. Hello. To make a thicker, chewy cookie, add more flour. For thinner, crispy, you use less flour. Yeah, the way I used to alter this recipe was I added an extra 1/4 cup of flour and an extra egg, and they would come out quite a bit fluffier. There you go, Kenny. Exactly. Smaller portions. Also, I cut out soda, so that helped. I like to drink carbonated flavor water now instead. chocolate chip cookies are probably my go-to because they're the easiest for me, just because I have it memorized, you know? And just for a refresher for everyone, we're using pine green right now. Can everybody hear the music okay? My daughter is 8 and she's the same. I baked those for my Aussie's friend here. Oh, awesome. Let's see, my oldest, she's actually really good about trying new foods. Like, I remember her being kind of picky when she was younger, but by the time, you know, she got a little bit older, she actually does really good. So I'm just crossing my fingers that this is a phase, and one of these days he'll just, you know, want to eat something else. It was so funny tonight. So, you know, he's not feeling well right now, so, you know, I don't expect him to eat much. And he came to me and he's like, Mommy, can I have some more grapes? And I'm just like, yes. And then my husband told me, we got the cotton candy grapes, which is why he wanted more grapes. Because I guess, I don't know if they're everywhere, but I know at least down here, we're buffering? Are we buffering? I'm not getting any notification. Let me check. Good here? Okay. Whew. Well, I'm like high alert. Anyway, they're just like flavored like cotton candy. No idea how they do it, but they're flavored like that. So it's no wonder he wanted to eat them. But I suppose he's eating fruit, so I shouldn't complain. Back to normal? Okay. Whew. Good here? Okay, awesome. Emily's cooking and coloring channel. There you go. I really, if I had a bigger kitchen, I would legitimately do a coloring or a cooking stream. Like, I could totally do that, but I just don't have enough room in my kitchen to set up a camera, do full instructions and all of that stuff. But I could totally do it because I do love to cook. When I do, I really enjoy it. Desserts are my weakness. I like to bake a lot of desserts. Yeah, cotton candy grapes, right? With coloring, I have issues where to shade. Well, one, with Laura's, it's great because she's actually got the shading in there for you to follow. But generally, like they always say, you know, you can choose a light source. Most of the time, like if I'm coloring in Johanna's books, the basic rule of thumb that I follow when I'm shading is that, first of all, if it's under something, it's gonna get some shading, you know? So like, I would put some here, I would put some here. There would obviously be some shading under here. If it's under something, or it's connected to something, it's probably gonna get a little bit of shading. And then, I honestly just choose a side. I'd be like, okay, I want all of the right sides in this to be shaded, or I want all the left sides in this to be shaded. Me too, I love baking desserts, hence the diet. I know, right there with you. Well, you know, I finally lost the last of the baby weight about 1.5 years ago. And part of it was because my kids kept getting sick. Like, up until like these last couple illnesses that they've had, we actually were good for about 1 year. But now my oldest is in a different school and it's beginning of the school year, so all kinds of germs. But anyway, there was a year where, no joke, I had the flu 3 times. And the last one I had was right before I went to go visit Johanna in Scotland. And because we went to Scotland, we went to go see a bunch of castles. And what do you do in castles? Well, you climb around in them. So get the flu 3 times and then traipse around some castles, you're bound to drop a few pounds. Like, legit, I think I lost about 30 pounds. Now, not a diet I am recommending at all. It was just coincidence. That being said, because I dropped the last of it, it made me want to keep it off. So it's helped me manage it a little bit better. You know, I cut out soda and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. Let's see. Mia, yes, frozen. Oh, no. Well, I think we're good now. When we sell those at my store, they don't last long. Kuchen is a German word for cake. Oh, gotcha. I used to make homemade sourdough bread, homemade cakes with frosting. Oh, nice. See, I don't have the patience for sourdough, but I will make a lot of other homemade stuff like kolaches and bread and that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yep, sourdough bread. Yes, the obvious under something I can shade, but like her blouse, I totally miss the shading. Well, for this, Donna, I actually probably would struggle with it myself, but Laura has marked on here where the shading should be. So everywhere that I've placed green right now is where she already shaded with her pencils. So she kind of told me essentially where it needs to go. So if you wanted to practice with it, Laura's books are great for that. We had Slapcheek go to school here. Oh no, that's rough. Yeah, when my kids were real little, we ended up getting hand, foot, and mouth. We, you know, went trick-or-treating, and so many hands and so many bowls and everything. They picked it up there. We had to postpone their birthday for an entire month. Oh, that was awful. And my son, he was little. It was his first birthday, and his poor little legs were just covered in bumps. I felt so bad. I stumbled across the pictures the other day, and I was just like, oh. But thankfully, once you get it and get over it, the odds of you catching it again are pretty slim. Or if you do, it's an extremely mild case. So, yeah. Let's see. I love cooking. Sourdough bread makes the best grilled cheese. Oh, yeah, it definitely does. But I stay away from sweets. There you go. I can't take it. I'm off to find something to chew on. There you go. Lost 92 pounds. That's amazing, Anne. Congratulations. That is amazing. Luckily, we missed it. I had parvo in my 20s, was sick for about 5 months. Oh, man, that's rough. It's kind of like... Gosh, there's another term for it, Kenny. But basically, your kids' cheeks get really rosy, and they get a really high fever, followed by a rash. It tends to come after a cold. But there were a couple times that we thought maybe the kids had it, because when you're younger, you tend to get viral rashes. And so, just because the way their body translates it. So, the doctors wondered if it was that for a little bit. But turns out it was just your standard childhood rash after that. But that is amazing, though, Anne. Congratulations. Kitty, what are you doing down there? Come on, get out of there, Kitty. Yeah, and all the hullabaloo of restarting the stream, Kitty made her way back in the bedroom here. Honey, you're gonna knock over the camera. Come here. Come here. You already had your late night snack. What is it that you want? Okay, come here, kitty. Come here. How much cat hair are you going to leave on here, Should we say hi? There we go. All right, let's turn this up a little bit. There we go. There she is. Almost sounds like scarlet fever. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Parvo I got was from dog poo, apparently. I'm in a wheelchair, so it must have been on the wheels and I didn't... Oh my word, Sharon, that must have been awful. Another 30 to go? That is so amazing, Anne. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Yeah. I think, honestly, she just wants more... Look at that. So much cat hair. I think she just wants more food. She already had some, but I want more. Let's add a couple more colors on her sleeve here. I'm kind of tired of using that color. We'll move on to the rest of her shirt in a little bit. Let's grab our teal. I never considered how wheelchair wheels touch the floor and ground. I never touched the wheels anyway. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess it touches the ground and stuff. I suppose keeping hand sanitizer on hand would be a must. Well, don't a lot of the wheelchairs these days too have the handles on the outside of the wheels? Still, I mean, you're right next to the wheels, so that's rough though. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Hope I never get that again ever. Me too, Sharon, me too. All right, I'm gonna use teal now. It's actually kind of nice and dark like that green was, so this will work out. Make my nose all itchy now because she was up here. I'm not really allergic to cats, but you get enough cat hair in the air, you're just bound to get a little bit itchy. Gloves are a good idea as well. I can't have the rims on due to small... Oh, I didn't think about that. You could get like some fingerless gloves or just gloves that you wear during that. When I went to New York, it was the first time I'd been there and I was super paranoid about being on the subway. First of all, when I was down there, now this was years ago, I saw, like, you know how big floor tiles all are, right? Especially like the tiles that are down in the subway. I saw a rat the size of the tile and I was just like, oh no. Not to mention everybody's got those hands on those poles and everything. So I wore gloves every time I went on the subway, kept hand sanitizer on me. I was just so paranoid. Everybody was touching those, you know? Not to mention when we were a big old rat, I was just like, no. All right, there's an inner ring on the wheels for your hands. I didn't know what that was for. Oh, yeah. Yes, I have some fingerless gloves. Perfect, Sharon. There you go. But yeah, so after seeing that rat, I was thoroughly grossed out. And I know the rats aren't holding onto the poles, but it just made me think about just how gross it was. So I wore gloves the whole time I rode the subway when I was in New York. I probably looked all touristy, being all afraid of the germs and whatnot. But you know what? I was a tourist. It's cool. Oh, me, are you making pizza? Is that what it is? Did I miss that? Let's see. Oh, pizza from Whole Foods. Very nice. Our Siamese brought home a wharf rat once, just about as big as the cat. I didn't know they were also in the desert. Oh my goodness. What's a wharf rat? A wood fire pizza. Oh, very nice. I need to try to make a gluten-free pizza someday. Oh, that could be fun. I had a friend who was vegan, and she was very much about, like, I think she was even gluten-free and vegan. Anyway, she made this pizza one time with, like, out of cauliflower for the crust. I was intrigued by that. Not brave enough to make it myself, but I was intrigued with the idea. Like the idea that you could use cauliflower to make bread, you know? Gluten-free pizzas in the stores are horrible. Oh, that's too bad. Well, see, I have a bread maker that I use a lot. So I definitely cheat on that a little bit. But my bread maker broke a couple months back, and so my sister messaged me, and she sent me a new one. Hi, B, welcome. The pizza's in a keto diet. Oh, okay, okay. Wharf rats, enlarged, not much white hair, very pink skin. Ooh. Well, that sounds unpleasant. I see, rodents by themselves don't really gross me out so much. I used to actually have a pet rat. I had, you know, a pet guinea pig. I've had hamsters. Of course, hamsters are cute. But thanks for keeping me company on my drive home from work. Oh, awesome, B. I'm so glad. But yeah, I had a pet rat, so it wasn't bad. But yeah, it's the ones that could potentially carry diseases that I'm just like, I'm good. I don't really want to go anywhere near you. Spiders and centipedes freak me out. Spiders I'm not a fan of, but it's like if I see one, I'm not gonna freak or anything, just because they had a lot of them in Oregon. But it's the larger bugs that make horrible crunching sound that I can't deal with. And if anybody knows Texas, they know that there are very large bugs here. And 4:11 a.m. here at Teal. Oh my goodness, Anne. You gotta be so sleepy. But Texas has a lot of bugs that are too big, and I'm just bleh. And mosquitoes, man. Mosquitoes just run rampant down here. That's why I will be glad to move back to the northwest eventually. That's the hope, at least. Yeah, that teal kind of worked out nicely on that sleeve. We'll do the rest of her shirt down here a little bit later, but we'll work on the sleeve. You freeze when you see spiders? You freak. Anne is an owl. There you go. Oh, slugs. Slugs don't bother me as much just because they're so slow. It's the ones that are super fast and creepy crawly and could potentially crawl on me that just freak me out. Yeah, I can't do snakes that much, but that's because I got bit by one when I was younger, and so they've kind of turned me off of them. I think I need a little bit lighter color here. Let's do aqua green and this green here. There's a song, I don't like spiders and snakes that ain't What it tastes to loving. I probably do know it. If I heard the tune, I'd probably recognize it. Mia, it's like 8:12 there. All right, let's go. Oh, bump that. Let's go ahead and use Aqua Green, okay? A little bit lighter color here. Tyler, if you scroll up, she explained what a wharf rat was. Oh, you stay up late too. Okay, okay, okay. In Tasmania? Oh, that's cool. I love that we have people all over the world that come in here. It's so awesome because, I mean, in any other situation, Sugar is looking good. Oh, thanks, Coloring Queen. You know, I learned to be a little bit lighter handed when I started coloring with the Ergosofts. I definitely had a heavier hand when I was coloring with Prismacolors. But once I started going into the Ergosofts, I kind of had to train to have a lighter hand. Good night, Kimberly. Have a great night. Yeah, probably, Donna. I mean, it's a pretty small space, but we could probably... Let's see, it's... Yeah, so she's just kind of got her eyes barely open, but we could squeeze in some stuff. Thanks, Alyssa. Welcome, welcome. We're using some teal right now. Have a great night, Kimberly. 1:14 p.m. here in Bristol, Australia. Oh, it's like middle of the day for you, Coloring Queen. That's great. So let's see if I do like 12 hours ahead. So yeah, I guess the morning streams wouldn't be as great for you because that would be like middle of the night for you, wouldn't it? Well, for sure we do evening streams on Fridays. And like I said, like I'll keep everybody posted on Instagram when things go on because as a parent, things are bound to change. I mean, just with the kiddos and stuff, they're not feeling well. Yeah, I definitely had to learn it that way for sure, Donna. All right, let's do, you know, I don't want to dive into this green here quite yet. Let's go ahead and use Palm Teal is what this one is, or no, Palm Leaf. That's what this one is called. So this is called Palm Leaf. Yeah, I get that, Coloring Queen. Well, definitely look for us on Fridays. It'll be this same time. But there we go. That's kind of nice. It's kind of brightening it up as a green. And then occasionally things will get moved around, you know, for the kids and whatnot. I'm hoping, though, that this will be our last sickness for a while. Knock on wood. But with kiddos, who the heck knows, you know? The reason I moved night streams away is just because I generally have to get up pretty early with the kids. So it's not always great for me to stay up late at night. And I was trying to, you know, kind of expand my audience a little bit, but I don't know. If I keep having to reschedule, I may just move them back just because what's the point if I keep having to reschedule it for nighttime anyway, you know? Today I fluked it. There you go. So late here. I need to finish the mandala you put on PDF, Emily. I love that. I'm using the Ergosoft. Actually, it's very light pastel. Oh, awesome, Donna. I was lucky to catch up with you guys at my day. Oh, I'm so glad, Lady Danny. The palm leaf is plum purty. I love a light yellow green mixed with teal, right? Yeah, it's nice. So you don't quite lose the blue, but it definitely pops out that green, you know? There we go. I think I need to see if I have a real light blue here I could use. Exactly, lady. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Let's try. Let's grab that blue and give that a try. And then maybe How many people watch mornings versus nighttime? Well, it kind of depends. So in mornings, it starts off kind of slow, but after about half an hour, 45 minutes, everybody kind of starts to trickle in a little bit. Most streams, I've been averaging about 30 people, which is generally about the same on Friday nights, because I think a lot of people go out on Fridays. So Fridays, I tend to have a lower count audience, except for last Friday, because it stayed at about 30 because we were all excited to do the drawing thing. So I've had quite a few tonight. We got close to 40, which is a pretty good night, but I'd say on average it always ends up to be around 30. Like I said, in the mornings it's a little bit slower start, but it gets there by the end of it. Okay, so I'm gonna use turquoise now. And a big part of it too, I think, is just knowing that I'm streaming. I think a lot of people still don't know yet that this is something that I'm doing. For instance, like in the Johanna Bassford Your Pages group, I don't think many of them know that this is something that I do. Now, that's, you know, it's not the time or place for me to like advertise it at all, but I think slowly people are seeing my name, and then, you know, they're searching me up on Instagram or whatever, and I think it's coming up there. Should do afternoon. Yeah, that would be pretty much impossible. The way that my schedules have to work around the kids. So the only reason I'm able to do any daytime streams is because the kids are in school. And then I do night streams is because the kids are asleep. So I can't really, I did a stream the other day where my youngest was with me because we were getting the car fixed, and so I couldn't take him to school that day, so he hung out with me. And I was so distracted that day. Not to mention, you know, I can't have them hollering, you know, they need to use the potty or whatever else. You know, young kids don't have filters. They don't understand what live means. So, yeah, my stream times are limited as to when my children, how they work. You know what I mean? I still haven't managed to get Ergo Soft pencils. The only ones currently available over 50 for a 2410. Over 50. What about, now Sharon, I guess you're in another country, but here is Expedition Ergo. Actually, you've probably seen this already. Ergo Soft. Does it cost much more for you to order from the UK or from the US? It might go on sale around Christmas time. That's possible. Yeah. I know I, for one, miss your streams, but one day a week is a long time of streams, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I know. I thought about that. This is 24, 110. Afternoon isn't good for me either. Yeah, it's hard. I always look under events. Sometimes it's posted on there, which helps so much. Yeah, I try to update on events too whenever we have to change. Oh, it does? Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm gonna use this Unmellow Yellow. Who comes up with these names? To fill in this space on her sleeve here. And then we're gonna bring in a bit more of that green too. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab Granny Smith apple. I'm just gonna real lightly kind of go around the edge here. And a little bit onto that teal too. Yeah, I would love to have the freedom to do kind of whenever, and as the kids get older, I'll be able to do this more. And the nice thing is really, I mean, as long as I keep up with this, I can keep doing live streams, you know. And I very well suspect that the live stream times will change over the course of time, you know, based on how it all works out, and audience and schedule free time and all that good stuff. I'd like to squeeze in a few more weekend ones too, because the one thing, whether I stream in the morning or an evening during the week, I'm still contending with those who have to be at work also. So that's why it's nice to occasionally fit in a weekend stream, you know? There you go, Anne. There you go. So Sharon, Nightbot is actually just a bot. Like he's a literal like robot that I have linked to it. But yes, that is the American Amazon. Yes. I just meant a little later than you start now. Yeah, yeah. Potentially. Well, the way it works for my son's school schedule is that time that I choose is smack dab in the middle. So it's just hard. It's hard, but we'll get it figured out. I'm gonna grab pine green again. I will say one thing that I've been noticing, that although it's nice that I'm reaching a different audience and squeezing it in, I do miss the fact that we would all do one page together. And we do that because now it seems like lately with Fridays, I can't exactly start a whole page, because can you imagine how long it would take us to finish an entire page just on Fridays? But then on the other hand, whatever I'm coloring on Monday, on the mornings, like I feel like I can't continue that on the evening streams, because then it's not fair to those who are working on that during the day streams. You know what I mean? Well, it's kind of a catch-22. Yeah, later than 4 a.m. No, and I think she's talking about like with my morning streams, if I were to start at like 11 or something instead of 9. I don't know. Part of me wonders if it would just be better if I just went back to doing the evening streams, you know? I don't know. I suppose we'll just roll with it for now until it doesn't work anymore, and then we'll figure out something else. I will say, though, it is nice being able to make my own hours. You want that shirt? There you go. I think you can continue on the evening stream. People can go back and watch the beginning when they have time, as long as it's not a mid element. Yeah, I get that. It's possible. Maybe I should do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll in the Facebook group. Because it does seem to be taking us a lot longer to finish pages now that it's spread out, where we're only coloring, working on it, once or twice a week. I like colors. Me too, Lady Danny. Me too. All right, I'm going to grab turquoise here. And one of the things you could do with this is you could grab, I'm not going to because I want to do this strictly with Prismacolors, but if you were wanting to blend these a little bit more, I want to do this strictly with Crayolas, is that you could grab your white Prismacolor and blend in these colors a little bit if you needed assistance with the blending. That would be perfect. Yep, that would be perfect. Nights are more fun. There you go. I want to blast that color. It's beautiful, right? It is a nice kind of green, isn't it? I never know what it's going to look like in the end. Yeah, that's coming out kind of nice. Very green. Very, very green. Let's see here. Let's do this part of her sleeve here. That's what you use Prismasaurus for blending finishing touches. Exactly, exactly. All right, I'm using pine green here. Pizza time! Yay! And we're gonna grab our teal. There we go. Okay, then let's grab, I'm gonna go ahead and grab already the Unmellow Yellow. We're just gonna add that in there already because we're gonna blend all that in. And And then we're gonna grab palm leaf. That there. All right, then we're gonna, aw, thanks Mia. She's an iris lash, she is. Yes, she is. We're gonna grab aqua green. I'm gonna blend that in a little bit better because I did not go very light-handed there, or as light as I should have. Smooth that out just a bit. All right, then let's grab, oh, sorry, I moved that out of frame. Professional streamer, by the way. Okay, so I am gonna cheat and I'm gonna use white here because I made this way more yellow than I intended, so I'm cheating here. But that's just because I made a mistake and now I wanna fix it. So I'm cheating, I'm using Prismacolor, but that's because I made it way too yellow. There we go. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I had made that way too yellow. That is coming out nice, isn't it? Now if only she wasn't so pale looking. All right, let's see. I'm gonna just use green here. I know we didn't really use much green on the shirt, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to mix it up a little bit. Okay, there's that. Can everyone hear the music okay? Versus my voice volume? I say that as I stop talking. Personally, I think it's perfectly colored. Aw, thanks, Donna. Yeah? Okay, perfect. Let's bring this on down like so. This is a cute shirt, isn't it? I want this shirt. Perfect. Okay, awesome. I really like having it because it fills kind of that empty space sometimes if I run out of something to say or if I'm concentrating and forget to say anything. I've already been looking for some like classical, I really want to find like some harpsichord music to play for the Victorian Colorathon. So that'll be good. And I want to like create some sort of overlay on here. I think that'll be fun. Okay, let's grab, what is this? This is aqua green. Let's grab that. I can feel as I'm going along, there's a little piece of scratchiness on this lead, so I'm trying to watch that as well. I am on Instagram, Lady Danny. Exclamation point. Whoop. Exclamation point Instagram. And Lady Danny, here is our Facebook. We have a Facebook group specifically for this page. And there you can find lots of coloring chart downloads. I post events to keep everybody posted on when we're going to stream, as well as I just added these as free coloring downloads. So I was lucky enough to get an excerpt from Johanna's newest book. Oh yeah, it is. From Johanna's newest book, I got a little excerpt of it, and so I used the instructions in here. This book will be out in October, by the way, and I created these pages, but I also made these in a downloadable PDF, so you can print this out and color it if you like. But anyway, there's loads of coloring charts on there. And like I said, I keep everybody updated on there, right? And I was so surprised, man. In the Johanna Basford Your Pages group, the tree just blew up. Like, I got a glance of my Facebook when I had to restart the stream. I've got like 20 notifications waiting for me. It's absolutely insane. Awesome, Lady Danny. I'll keep an eye out for you. Hey, hey, kitty, get out of the courts. Get out of the courts, kitty. Come on. Anyway, but I keep up on there anytime I have to change stream time, you know, based on the kids or whatever else is going on. But that is the best place to keep up the stream, to try and kind of find out what's going on. And I don't think I did today, but I usually post some sort of like countdown timer in my stories so that you can, you know, mark for a reminder or whatever it is that you want to do. So those are the best places to keep up with the stream. I'd like to think I'm pretty accurate. Sometimes on the weekends, if I'm busy with the family, like I may not comment on things right away, but usually by about, you know, when Monday rolls around, I hop back on there and I, you know, make the rounds and try to comment on everybody's stuff. All right, I'm gonna grab, yeah, the Facebook group has the downloads. Yes, exactly. In my Facebook group, we do a monthly coloring theme. This month is Spring and Blooming. Oh, awesome. I love the colors. Oh, thanks, Lady Danny. All right, I'm going to use pine green here for this darker space under here. And then let's grab this. Oh, that was pine green. We want, that's green. Here we go, teal. Oh, you're not on Facebook? Okay. Well, if you want any of those coloring downloads, Danny, you can just message me on Instagram and I can email them to you or whatever you want to do. I'm pretty flexible with that. It's not like I'm selling them or anything, so. Usually I just do Facebook because it's easier because I have the files just downloaded. But like, for instance, in the other coloring group that I posted the pictures in, I had people asking about it, but I can't exactly be advertising my own Facebook groups in there. So I just DM'd them the PDF file. Because more than anything, I would just love to see people color it. I'm not like super particular about like, oh, well, you have to join the Facebook group to do it. You know? I love flora. I love flowers. There you go. Well, Facebook's not everybody's, you know, cup of tea. But that's why it's nice that there's so many different platforms. You know, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, I don't really use Twitter for this at all. I don't even think I have an account for this. But, and honestly, like my actual Emily Illustrator page, not the group, but my actual Emily Illustrator page, I'm awful with updating that one. Mostly because a lot of times I try to leave it strictly for my other artwork, like, you know, when I teach my painting classes and all of that stuff. I might take part in the upcoming Inktober. See, I've thought about it. I've thought about it, but oh, First Alex says, hello, Emily, kisses from Chile. I follow you and love your just. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I've thought about it, Lady Danny, but the problem is I don't always have time to draw everything every day, and I don't want to. I'm using Granny Smith apple, by the way. I don't want to lock myself into anything that I feel I can't complete. You know what I mean? Because I've thought about it lots. I have. But it's just, it's a lot to, I'm going to use Unmellow Yellow. Every single day is a lot. Plus, I feel like if I feel forced to do it, then I may not enjoy it as much. You know, more like, oh, I didn't do one of these today. I guess I have to go do it kind of thing. You know what I mean? Aqua green. So I thought about it because it's a fun idea, but I just don't know if I can commit to it. I kind of need to feel inspired. Creative Corner. Oh, there you go. Do you post on Instagram? And there you go. See, the sleeve looks so much greener compared to the shirt because we just haven't finished it all yet. So many layers, so many layers. Alright, we're using Granny Smith apple again. Kind of go over this whole thing here. I'd like to participate in your coloring theme. Oh, awesome. Well, on the weekend of the 20th through the 22nd, we're going to be doing a Victorian colorathon, so that'll be fun. Something stuck in my nail there. I'm highlighting her boob way too much. We need to tone this down a little bit. No boob should be this white, especially when the shirt is green. We're going to fix that. I was set up on Instagram this month. I tried last month, but no one took part. Oh, creative. There's a... You started a coloring thing, Sharon? Alright, let's use this blue here. This is turquoise. Better. Hi Alejandra, welcome. Wanted to tell you that I follow the tutorial of Johanna's drawings and I loved it. I will soon upload my drawing too and will tag you to give me your opinion. Oh, so awesome. I can't wait to see it, Fair. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Let me know too if I can share it on Instagram. I like sharing it the stories. Gotta go. Thanks for streaming, Emily. Sounds good, Abby. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. There we go. I think this is starting to come together a little bit, but I need to add some darkness to it. So we're gonna grab this one here. Pine green. Well, I know she hasn't seen yet, but I'm excited for Johanna to see all the pictures that everyone drew and whatnot. It's great getting everybody all set up for book release and whatnot. Hi, Samantha. Welcome. Sorry if I didn't miss it right away. I was concentrating on coloring her shirt. Let's see. I just got a notification that you're live streaming in 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, really? Yeah, my YouTube is a mess right now. I have to do some serious house cleaning when we're done with the stream tonight because since it cut out, there's like a gajillion things on there. So, yeah. Tonight was a bit of a mess. Just a smidge. But it was just the internet cutting out. I'm just glad that we're live now. I can house clean the YouTube later. We'll say definitely lots of light layers with these are the keys. She shares the Instagram color alongs each month. Oh, okay. So that must have been YouTube then that kicked Emily offline. It's possible. I don't know, like I said, my husband was having internet issues too, so maybe it was the mixture of both. Maybe I just got a little double attack there from YouTube and the internet. Who the heck knows? I just hope it's done. Because that was definitely a little bit of a hiccup. I mean, I've had to restart stream before just for various reasons because things weren't working right, but never just because the internet completely pooped out. Alright, we're going to use this green. Alright, we're going to use, this is palm leaf. Not too shabby, huh? I kind of like the way her shirt's turning out. I'm starving. Might have a cookie, Emily. Here you go. Cookie for Donna. Boop. Here you go. We'll focus in on the cookies. There you go. It's a cookie for Donna. Nom 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 nom. Boop boop. There we go. Alright, let's use pine green. We're going to work on her collar a little bit. And I know it's after 10:30, but I feel like with the hiccups and stuff, we could go just a smidge longer here. They're dwindling, oh no. Well, if it makes you feel any better, there's at least 24 more in the kitchen, so we're good. Figure I'm doing good considering I put 4 on a plate here and I've only eaten 2 of them. Go. Hello, Michaela. Welcome, welcome. We are working on our little green shirt here. And you know, I have half an idea. Only half an idea, not a full idea. I think I'm going to take this mahogany and I want to add it a little bit to the shading of this shirt. And ladies and gentlemen, quick question for you. Why am I using red to shade a green shirt? Why am I using red to shade a green shirt? Anybody? Red shade of green. Complementary colors! There we go, Tyler. Good job, Tyler. Let's see. Where is my program to add points here? Let's see. Points, points, points. Because it looks like gray. So you shade with a complementary color because it helps with the contrast. Estimate, what colors did you use to make the shirt that color? I love it. Dang keyboard. There you go. There you go. So let's see, Brittany, I'm using kind of a variation of green and let's see, tropical rainforest, aqua green, teal, palm leaf, Granny Smith, pine green, unmellow yellow, and turquoise. There you go, complimentary. All right, you know what? Everybody gets 100 points. Yay! You can check your points by typing exclamation point points. It's just fun. Points don't really mean anything, but you know, you get them for viewing and that kind of stuff. But so many colors, right? I know, there's a bunch of them. But yeah, it's just for fun. But everybody gets 100 points. Yay! There you go. Let's zoom in a tad here. All right, let's see. A bit more of this red here. And I'm using Mohogany right now. No, but seriously though, you can type exclamation point points and it'll show you your accumulated points for the stream. I might do something with them eventually, but I have yet to decide what I am going to use them for. Or how I would even redeem them in the first place. Well, Sharon, if you want to get started with that, let's see, do I have it? It's my circle maker. Do I have my color wheel here? Alright, I gotta dig up my color wheel. You know, maybe for one of these streams, we should do a color theory stream. Going over complementary colors, tertiary colors, color schemes, color palettes, that kind of stuff. That might be a fun idea for a stream. Because I know we've talked about it before. That's why I got a color wheel. Ooh, look at you, Donna, with your 919 pencils. Yeah, I changed the name, so although you're looking at points, I changed it so it says pencils. I actually have 1,116 pencils. There you go. Oh, thanks, Lady Danny. Oh, there you go. Mia's got 1312. 1,312 pencils. Because you also get pencils for watch time as well. Like I said, they're not really for anything yet, but they're still kind of fun, right? 250 pencils. Nice. Yeah, I figure it's pretty good for Crayolas. More pencils! Well, Lady Danny, what kind of color chart? You don't have any? Well, Michaela, you should have at least 100. Did you type exclamation point points? Let's see, Michaela. Let's check. You should have some. Let's check Michaela, shall we? Okay. If I could spell. Michaela Doge, you have 127 points. Oh, I'm so glad, Lady Danny. Well, to be fair, Mia's a mod, so she's here all the time. Yeah, just type exclamation point points, Michaela. You've got 127. No worries, Brittany. Guys, really, it's more just for fun. It's not for anything super serious for really anything. It's just kind of fun points accumulation. On Twitch, you can do this thing where you can gamble your points, but I have yet to figure that out for... It's the chat that you get points. Yeah, exactly. Except mornings. Well, yeah. Let's see, and let's see, what do we get? You get 5 points per minute. Then it says like payouts to live users and active users. I don't really know what that means. But when you subscribe to the channel, you get 50 points. And I think donations, you get points too. But it's you know, a little bit arbitrary. Make cookies for points. There you go. There you go. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome. Let's see. I didn't want pine green. I wanted teal. Where'd that go? There it is. Teal. Yeah, they're just kind of fun. It adds a little something to the stream, you know? How do you get points? Chatting away. You know, it doesn't say, but it says active user. So I wonder if that means too, like the more you chat, maybe the more points you get. There's still something about the points, you know, stuff about the points that I don't actually know. Because, like, I don't know what it meant by active users, but that could totally mean, like, active chatters. It would make sense. Oh, you do exclamation point points, Lady Danny. So you would type, I wonder if I have any points. Just exclamation point, points, and then would bring up your points there. I chat a lot. Yeah, there you go, Mia. But that's good. That's good. I should have millions of points for chatting. If I think it's chatting, etc., opposed to lurking. Perhaps, yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. See, I have 160 points. I apparently don't have very many. Oh, goodness, Tyler. I don't know. Now Tyler's just being obnoxious. All right, well, check your points now, Tyler. Check your points. I have plenty of time next month. Foot surgery on both feet. Oh, no, Michaela. Well, hopefully that goes well. Tyler. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, in December, there's going to be a short break from the stream. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but December... I have to get it scheduled still, but I'm planning on, I have to get my tonsils out in December, and apparently I am going to be laid up for a while, at least a week. I don't know what my voice is going to be like. Emily not showing up, I know, right? There you go, Tyler, you have 333 pencils. Anyway, I know that I will be out for at least a week, maybe even 2, because I don't know, like, how much I'm going to be able to talk. We could do, like, silent streams like they did in silent movies, where I literally just color, and then if I need to write something, you know, I'll just turn the music up louder, and I'll just respond by, like, writing on a whiteboard during chat. That could work, right? I don't know, I hate to be away from you guys for 2 weeks. It just seems like so long. But the ENT says I have to get it done, so we're planning it out, but yeah, I'm gonna be... A silent, there you go. You'll get ice cream to go with the cookies. There you go. There you go. Well, I'm planning on lots of smoothies because apparently I'm going to be on a pretty liquid diet there for a while. I'm using Teal, by the way. So smoothies and whatnot, but yeah, I am going to be... You have to have a black and white screen to be authentic and then slightly sped up. Getting your tonsils out, I think you'll be laid up. Yeah, probably. Oh, don't do it. I know, right? I'll make you cookies. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Or Michaela. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think I have high hopes, but I have no idea. Those cookies look delicious. Nom nom. There you go. I think I have lofty aspirations for what I'm actually going to be able to do when I have my tonsils out, but yeah. You know what I should do? I should make some videos beforehand so that you won't even want to swallow any. Yeah, I know. I hear it's pretty painful. Using Unmellow Yellow. I hear it's pretty painful. I'm not necessarily looking forward to it, but if it means my throat pain's gonna get better, then I am all for it. Oh, I know it. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth out, I was just aching for something solid. I don't even remember how long I was doing it, but I talked to my brother-in-law, and apparently, because he got his out as an adult also, and apparently by day like 3 or even by day 4, he was still just like in tears trying to just swallow food. This is pine green, by the way. So I gotta be honest, I am not looking forward to it, but it's gotta be done, I suppose. I'll just miss you guys so much. Promise me that if I do have to be out for 2 full weeks, you'll all be here waiting for me when I get back. Of course, this isn't until December, so we got a couple months still, but still. I'm gonna miss you all. You'll all go to the streamers who didn't have their tonsils out. No, I'm kidding. I'm not being overly dramatic at all. Color for her hair. Let's see, what did we use? Alright, aw, you guys are sweet. We used like brown and cocoa and red orange and... Oh, I'd hope so, Donna. Mohogany and let's see, what else we used. I'm going to write down all these pencil colors too, Lady Danny. I'll be putting them in the description. Let's see, tan... And we'll post flowers and cards of Facebook. Will be, aw, thanks. I think decorating cookies is a little harder than cakes, perhaps. So did we use copper? Yeah, I think we used copper. Fuzzy Wuzzy was too pink. That's right. We did not use Fuzzy Wuzzy. Light brown and antique brass. So yeah, I used a bunch of them. So I'm going to put it all in the description. Does everyone have to eventually get their tonsils taken out? I still have mine. Not necessarily, Brittany. The reason mine have to get out is because they're enlarged. They're larger than they should be, and I'm getting a lot of tonsil stones, which in turn they flare up a lot whenever I get sick. So they end up being. I get pretty frequent throat pain. Like it feels like you have a sore throat, but it's just like every month. First time in my life I didn't talk nor eat the promised ice cream. I watched Extreme Cake Makers on TV. Some of those cakes are insane. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I actually worked at a bakery for a while, so I decorated quite a few cakes. Well, let's see. What do we think of half her shirt here? I got a good portion of it done. Oh my goodness, it's 10:58. I did not realize it's so late. I think this is going to be a good stopping point. And then we'll be live again Wednesday morning where we will try. I really want to finish this page that we're working on. So I really think I'm going to try and focus so we can maybe get this done on Wednesday. I think so. I'm an executive pastry chef. I do a bunch of it. Oh, wow, Michaela. That's awesome. You're officially my new best friend. And I'm almost wondering if we should like give her some makeup so her eyes are a little bit darker. I mean, we're going to add some color to her eyes anyway, but yeah. She's coming out pretty good. Not bad for Crayolas, I think. Not bad. Well, in that case, Michaela, since you're a pastry chef, do you approve of my cookies? They're not as yellow as this in real life here. This picture up here is a bit more accurate. They're chocolate chip cookies. No problem, Donna. No problem. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm so sorry that we had all those hiccups in the beginning, but hopefully we can... Oh, yay! Awesome, Michaela. Thanks. Hopefully we can get that figured out and it won't be much of an issue. So we'll be live again Wednesday morning, barring any complications, and then we'll be live again on Friday night. I'm going to post events in the Facebook group once I know for sure that my kiddo is going to be back at school on Wednesday. But otherwise, we'll leave it here. Thank you all so much for hanging out and putting up with me through everything. And I will see you all bright and early Wednesday morning. All right. Everyone have a great night. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Jo Beth. Thank you. All right. Good night, everyone.